on in. You can have a seat right here again. Hey, there's fine.
Hi, Rosalind.
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's so good to see you again. I was worried that I wasn't going to make it today. My car was going to make problems.
Well, I'm glad you made it. I hope everything's okay.
Everything should be fine. How was your week since I last saw you?
Same old, nothing new really.
Were you able to accomplish your goal that we set last week?
What, you mean going to my visitation? Of course I did. I told you I was going to. They are my kids, you know.
I know. Sometimes things come up, though. I'm happy to hear that you were able to see Tony and Jerry. How are they doing?
Good, I guess, considering their circumstances. They miss their mother.
It must be hard for the three of you to not be together.
Sometimes I wonder if it would be better for them this way.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of talked about it in my journal.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you found time to write in your journal. If you'd like, we could discuss your journal now.
Yeah, hold on. I have to go get it. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Okay, here it is.
Well, why don't we start with your first entry and share what you feel comfortable discussing.
What do you mean?
Well, remember last week when we discussed the importance of journal writing? The purpose was to log your thoughts and your feelings surrounding your social situations. Why don't you share some of the main ones from the past week?
Okay, I guess there's a few I wouldn't mind sharing. Well, let's see. I went out on another date last Wednesday, so I wrote about that a little bit.
Well, how did you feel about that?
Well, let's see. I wrote that I felt scared that he would somehow find out about the other two kids. I mean, always having to watch what I say so I don't accidentally give it away, which is difficult. There are some days when I'm so excited to go see Tony and Jerry that it's hard to not share it with someone.
So you're still afraid that if he finds out, he's going to leave you?
Well, yeah. I mean, he may be mad now and leave just because I kept it from him. To tell you the truth, I wrote about how even the thought of approaching him to talk about it made me sick to my stomach.
It sounds like you're very afraid of being alone.
Well, there's more to it than that. Letting a man into my life is a big step. I mean, what if he ends up being what my father was to me, for my kids? I don't want that for them. I guess that even sort of ties into my entry with my visit to Tony and Jerry.
So you wrote another entry about your visit to the kids. How does this one tie into the first one?
Well, I'm afraid they think I'll be a horrible mother, and they'll not want to come home with me even when they can.
Well, why do you think that?
Well, I mean, I did miss a visitation. That's something my father would have done.
So it sounds like you're comparing yourself as a parent to your father and your children's experience to your own childhood.
I'm nothing like my father, but they don't know that. All they know is that I'm their parent and I wasn't there for them. I was out on a date. What if they found out? I don't want them to feel like he could be a new potential father figure.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of stressful thoughts about this situation. Maybe later today would be a good time to go over some new coping skills. Are there any other entries that stuck out for you this week?
Well, there was one more, I guess. I really hate going to pick up Ruth at daycare.
Well, why is that? You seem to be doing an excellent job getting her there on time and picking her up. This is a huge improvement.
Oh, thanks. It's not hard getting there, picking her up on time. It's facing the other mothers.
Facing the other mothers?
Well, they're all the picture-perfect families. And here I am. Can't even keep my kids together, barely make the bills, and all they do is judge me while they sip their Starbucks.
That must be difficult for you to have to face people like that every day. Do you hear them talking about you?
Well, no, but why wouldn't they? They all must know my situation.
Well, it sounds like you're entering into the situation with an already formed negative perception of what's going on. This may be a perfect time to look at your thought patterns and discuss some different coping strategies. And then maybe work on positive self-statements.
Couldn't hurt.